Ubisoft took a survey, or released a survey, where they asked you where you'd like to see the next Far Cry game be set.
So to me, this doesn't indicate exactly what Ubisoft is planning for Far Cry 5.
No.
It's definitely just establishing tone, right? It's getting they're gauging fans' interest in more ridiculous stuff than usual.
I gotta figure that everything that Mitch is about to read, because he's our biggest Far Cry fan, is all about, like, all of these were at some point on a whiteboard at Ubisoft Montreal. And
this is like a brainstorming session.
So, Mitch, what are our hypothetical options for Far Cry 5 here?
Number one, and this is the game I expect Far Cry 5 will be, a Far Cry game in remote Alaska about surviving extreme wilderness.
I can see Russia from my backyard.
A Far Cry game in a futuristic sci-fi setting on another planet.
I'll be back.
That was Earth. A Far Cry game set in Vietnam War during the 1960s.
I'm Rambo.
What do you got? What do you got for that?
I'm Rambo.
Close enough. A Far Cry game set in the cocaine trafficking jungles of Peru.
What?
You think they're better than me?
I like the idea that the jungles are trafficking the cocaine. A Far Cry game where you can fight against or join vampires.
I want to suck your Far Cry.
A Far Cry game in spaghetti western style, set in the 19th century Americas.
Mitch, we already did this video back with Call of Juarez. Wee-haw! Call of Juarez. Another Ubisoft Ubisoft product. Available now on finer consoles everywhere. Woo!
A Far Cry game that is set during a zombie outbreak.
Brains.
Blood Dragon 2, a sequel to Blood Dragon. I hope that's the full title.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, we need what's his face back from Terminator 1 to be the
Rex
voice.
Powercolt is the main character of Blood Dragon.
What's the actor's name again?
Oh, Michael Bean.
That's
was
it.
Actually
Thank you.
The actor?
Yeah, it was the guy from.
It was T-1000.
No, it
Or
was
no.
it was Kyle Reese.
What am I thinking? Yeah, Reese.
Kyle Reese.
A Far Cry game set in a Mad Max style post-apocalyptic world.
We need gas.
A Far Cry game set in the present day on a Jurassic Park style island of dinosaurs.
Clever girl.
Clever girl. That was good.
And probably the least inspiring answer so far, although I did like this part of Far Cry 4, a game based on the world of Shangri-La from Far Cry 4.
I got nothing.
Isn't Shangri-La in Uncharted? Is that
Yeah.
Yes.
Uncharted
Spoiler.
2, right?
Way to ruin it, Sean.
How old
So-
is that game now? 7 years old? Come
Mitch,
on.
you think Alaska surviving
Yeah.
extreme wilderness is safe bet? What do you want from this list?
I want none of these. Like I think these are all.
You're a spoiled
These
gamer,
are all
Mitchell.
things
Yeah.
we've seen before.
Yeah, I mean, and the Alaska thing, I think they might be kind of hesitant to because the guy who was going to make the Alaska game went on and made that game.
All
It's
right,
called
I
The
take it
Long
back.
Dark.
It's not all things we've seen before. Like a sci-fi setting on a different planet, that would be pretty cool.
I just think that
We've never seen that before.
No, well, that's what I mean. It's like,
Why would you ask people, like, what do you want?
because this is not them saying, do you want Vietnam? Do you want Blood Dragon? Do you want zombies? It's not them saying we want to make the one that you vote the highest.
Right.
It's them seeing, are people willing to let Far Cry
Turn into Saints Row.
become extreme? Exactly. Like, can we do zombies? Can we do vampires? Will people freak out?
So they're reading the reaction to the survey?
Yes, and figuring out
That makes
tonally
sense.
where Far Cry 5 can go. Because
Far Cry 5. Vampire dragons.
these games
It sucks.
Ugh.
Literally.
these games have always been, real world sort of grounded premise with sometimes some weird stuff that happens, whether it's like drugs or religious experiences or sci-fi alien monkey things in the original Far Cry. Far Cry 2 is basically like kind of straight-laced. But this is them seeing like, all right, how crazy can we get without people disliking Far Cry?
Yeah. I don't think they can do sci-fi futuristic. That's too far of a departure from the
Well, they did. I mean,
series.
like Blood Dragon was the sweet one-off. I feel like that's
Yeah.
that's a one-off. I don't feel like that's a series.
Yeah, and I feel like
That's a one-note joke.
I don't know if you can
a
bottle
great
that
joke.
lightning twice either. Here's the
too.
Far Cry zombie game. Okay, I'm bored.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Goodbye.
also just zombies. Come on.
Yeah.
So tired of them nowadays, right?
Still like them.
There's room for zombies. in
Mitch
Mitch's
Dyer of
life.
IGN.com says zombies. Still like 'em.